Hello.
Hi,
We are back.
it's us.
It's another week of the Buffalo House.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're here. Some of us are queer.
say something. We're all percentage.
Which one? Which one?
This
one.
Yeah, yeah. We'll find out. One will be earlier because it has. Okay, this is the normal one on my right. That one's probably the normal one.
It tastes
Like, okay.
like the one we had before.
I used whiskey, and then this other one is cognac and Benedictine. Yep, this is that one. It also works. Other one is still better, but it's different.
This one's like very medicinally.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the thing, is I wasn't sure how I was going to come across, because it's cinnamon syrup in both, Kahlua in both. I just swapped the cognac for regular whiskey in this one, and then a little bit less cognac, only had 1 ounce of cognac and 1 ounce of Benedictine,
Okay.
and then different bitters. I put the one bitters in there. You don't matter. You don't. Sorry, you matter. You don't care
matter.
about that matters. Yeah,
Brandon
yeah.
officially says you don't matter.
You don't matter. You know who else doesn't matter? Ghosts, because they're not physical matter. Yes. Sorry, we are tired, which is also why we're drinking 2 espresso drinks.
Yeah, we're fucking exhausted today, man.
Yeah. Thanksgiving was nice, but
Yeah, this is like my first day not doing anything.
damn. You had to drive out here, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I got to come hang out with you, man. But
Yeah.
I could definitely feel the tired today. Like,
I can make you another special shot before we leave if you'd like.
that'd be dope. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
I
do
need
that.
to remember to get a case of Red Bull to leave here again, because I was drinking the Red Bull from your wedding until this year.
We had that lasted a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we can. Yeah, that's a good call. No, I had a pretty good weekend. In-laws stayed over. For Thanksgiving went pretty chill. It was just me, Melissa, the in-laws, and my brother-in-law and sister came over. And then Kyle and his girlfriend came over for dessert. Her aunt lived like
yeah.
so that was really cool. That went well. The one thing, so we went to Weiss Distillery on Saturday. I had a not good time. First time, I was like, I already left the review on Yelp, and the owner has contacted me, and we're going back tomorrow for free. So, but what happened was, we go for Nate's birthday, or an early birthday thing for him. And so there's 6 of us. We get there early to get in line. We're like third in line, essentially. They give us essentially the one whole side of the bar. For reference, it's just a U shape. Like, there is popcorn on the one side. If we're sitting on this end, popcorn machine's like right here. I'm sitting there, and then we're along this side, and towards where it starts to curve around. So we order our first drinks. We all split the like giant one that they make for a party. So I get a small amount of that, and then I order my first one. I'm maybe like a quarter into my first one, and I stand up to just go chat with the other side of the group that I can't talk to because it's just a bar.
Yeah.
At the time, if Phil is Melissa's coworker, Phil, he didn't want to sit the whole time because I think he was tired, so he just was standing. Well, he had the chair got moved to the back, so I'm standing right there with him. Anytime I see anyone walking by, like the workers trying to go grab stuff. Immediately scoos out of the way. Don't have to have anyone tell me excuse me or that or the other. All of a sudden, this lady, one of the bartenders, just walks up and goes, "There's no standing room here. You have to go sit down." I'm like, not even like nicely, like, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, nicely put, just said it like that and then like walked away. I was just like, what the fuck? Now, this is like, at this point, this is probably the 9th or 10th time we've been there. And I've never had a single problem ever. Granted, I'm not like, again, I'm also not standing and walking around doing a bunch of stuff. So that immediately just like infuriated me because I'm like, look, and I can understand if like, I'm like, you're not even an hour into your first service. Like, there's no, you know, I can understand if you think like, you know, you've served me 3 cocktails, so you think I might be tipsy or a little drunk or some shit. So you're kind of, you know, I'm like not even halfway through my first drink at this point. And again, had no issues with anyone there. And so I just that just pissed me off because I was like, look, like I'm here with a party of 6. I'm sorry, I want to talk to some of the people at the end of the group for a little while. It wasn't even like, I mean, maybe pushing 5 minutes I was standing there. Like not long enough to justify like, hey, go tell that dude to sit down. So from that right there, I didn't order another drink. I just sat there until everyone else was done. And then we left. Upon leaving, like obviously I tell them like, oh, I'm pretty pissed about that. And they were all like, yeah, she did not say that very nicely. Like there was no reason. And then at that point, Phil informs me that when he was just standing there originally, he just kind of had the chair sitting behind him in case, you know, maybe he wants to sit, whatnot. Well, she was like, you know, essentially like, hey, like you need to sit down. And he was like, well, I just want to stand right now. And she's like, well, if you're going to stand, then we need to move your chair. And just like she was the one that moved it to the wall, which whatever, get it out of the way. But he was like, yeah, she said it like really bitchy to me. And then he also said like, I guess he had brought a group of his friends there in between the time we had showed him the place and this time. And she was also a bitch to him at that point. So I'm like, okay. So I feel a little more justified in like immediately getting pissed at like one interaction. And then, so at that point, I also unfollowed Weiss Distillery, like sitting at the bar right there. Like I was just fucking done. I tried to order 3 drinks. Like, and by that I mean I opened the menu and tried to look and see if I wanted to get anything, and I just couldn't bring myself to order another beverage. So we ended up going to Renshaw's, like the plan was to get food.
I love Renshaw.
It's so good. So good. So we that was the plan. Have some drinks, go sober up at Renshaw's, have a drink, and then leave. So I just had more drinks at Renshaw's instead. But I basically go home and I give it a day or two, and then I comment, or not even a day. I give it like over the night. I'm like deciding that next day. I'm like, fuck it. That really pissed me off. So I actually leave a comment. And then while I like go to read reviews, Melissa starts pointing out like, hey, within the last month, there's like 5 reviews all saying everyone else was great. Everything was great. This one lady was a bitch. And so I leave a very detailed explanation of like, we've brought a lot of people here. We've come here. I have had not a single bad time. And this one lady like fucked it all up for me. I don't want to go back like that, you know. Again, I'm not going to go to the whole review, but gave every detail that I could and explained where I was sitting, the whole thing. And then yeah, like a day or two later, the owner replies to my message on the Yelp thing and like gives me his phone number. It was just like, yeah, like we're really sorry. We're going to have a talk with the whole staff about this stuff, and you know, come have a drink, come have the thing on us, which again, like I feel bad about. I was like, I don't want to just take free. I like supporting your business, so I'm just gonna bring a big ass tip and tip all the bartenders and waitresses, like essentially whatever we buy.
Yeah.
But we canceled our reservation that we had for it's tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. We were going Wednesday, so we canceled that. And I just told the guy like, hey, so we did have this reservation for 6:30, and we did cancel it. If that time's still available, we'll just retake that spot. So I'll see how that goes tomorrow. I'm assuming obviously I'm gonna talk to not the owner, he won't be there, but the general manager or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, damn, like I felt bad because like, did we talk about the barrel thing on the podcast?
We had an entire episode. It was as of day of us recording, the episode was yesterday. It was like full on. We talked about like things we were forgetting. It was funny. The beginning we were like, yeah, we're so forgetful. This podcast is ass. And then later in the podcast we're like, fuck, the barrel. Like we talked about that and ordered it. I believe we didn't order it while we were filming, but we ordered it right after.
Yeah.
We talked about getting it and what we wanted to do. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got them. They are. Yeah. We have 3 barrels. They're sitting over there. I think next week we're filming the Christmas episode, so we have to figure out, because I think next week honestly should be the week we do that.
I think,
or the following.
We were gonna do it for New Year's, like whatever our New Year's episode was.
So we got 2 episodes.
But the Christmas episode is around the
22nd.
Yeah, so then we would have one more week leading into the new year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do that the following week and we'll fill them up here. I got shelves that'll fit the barrels. They're going to go here where I guess you'll see them.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
cuz we'll move this. Honestly, we might not even have to move this.
I don't think we'll have to.
Yeah, we'll just plop it in.
Yeah.
Right there
and then it's going to sit there for a solid year.
Yep, it's going to sit there a whole ass year. So here's the one thing I'm worried about is like, because those such small barrels and they're so exponential, what we've worked out is essentially what we put in there will age for the equivalent of 10 years. Mm-hmm. In that year we set it. So I think I did actually, the one whiskey I do for sure want to put in there was the Weiss Distillery whiskey, because it's only 2 years old, and so since it's so young, I'm not worried about it getting so overly fucked up in flavor. So I'm like, I think that one's going to be a lot more of a safe go. I mean, also to be kind of cool to be like, yeah, so we threw that shit in a barrel and it tastes really good as a 10-year when you guys... To be fair, they also only opened in 2020, I think. So...
That's a shitty time to open.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Because the sign says 2020. I'm like, oh, boy. But yeah, we... So that'll be interesting. I'll be like, we'll get to taste some 10-year stuff 5 years before they're able to actually even release their own 10-year.
Yeah. And then try it again
when they do,
and be like, oh
yeah,
yeah.
But I'm kind of in like, so that one I do know I want to use. The other one, I'm not so sure what I want to put in there, and then I don't know which cocktail I want to do because it needs to be all alcohol based. So
a Long Island iced tea, baby.
Oh, like yeah, without the Coke.
I never had it with Coke. Well,
I'm gonna say they splash Coke in it.
I've never had it with a splash of Coke. It's just been pure alcohol every time I've had it, man.
That's fair. Yeah. I'll say usually a lot of places just put a little on the top. But yeah, I'm gonna, whatever cocktail I put in there, essentially I'm probably the only thing I'll add to it before I actually serve it is some simple syrup. Just to, I'll probably we'll probably do a little taster before I make anything with it and see if it's even feasible. Worst case, it becomes a really potently terrible shot that we'll do here anyways, but
it wouldn't be our first time.
No. So I
think we got to plan we have a year to do this.
Yeah.
We need to plan
well, we have 2 weeks to wait for it to sit a year.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is when we eventually fucking open them, we need to do like a boys' night, like
Oh yeah.
fucking film it. Because I'm a little worried that, like, whatever aging happens is going to make them, like, ridiculously potent. And then
Yes.
it's going to be like, I don't want to drive home after this.
So realistically, like, it I don't think it's going to get, like, stronger. It's just going to be really a lot more oaky. And that's the thing, is it could be really oaky. It could be really vanilla. It could be really cinnamony. Like, those are some of the characteristics that the barrel says it's gonna be, because it's just a basic 3 char, so it's right in the middle of everything. Also, that said, when we do that, since we have what we have, I'm probably going, by that time, since we have a year, I will want to get a little charcoal set up. So when they dump actual whiskey, they dump it through charcoal.
Okay.
And it filters out some of the impurities. Mostly is really good at filtering out all the random wood shit that gets stuck and breaks off in there. That said, I also might, by the time we have enough time that I'll read the reviews of, like, all right, should I even bother, or should I just
like
dump it into a thing and triple filter it through some fine mesh strainers?
I got a feeling that one year we're going to, like, it'll be funny if we don't even talk about it, but one year there's just gonna be like a fucking moonshine distillery over here. It's just gonna be slowly dripping moonshine while we record.
The cops are just like, wait, hold on.
Especially if they do some prohibition shit again, like,
Oh my god.
we're just gonna be fucking recording it with rum going over there, fucking moonshine here.
Dude, it's the dream. I was telling Melissa I've been kind of going through it. It's the end of the year, and
you can continue.
Oh shit, yeah.
Off, but
let's roll. No, good call.
I feel you though on that.
Ooh,
direct 10.
direct 10. Let's see.
5.
Oh, 5 and 15.
Turned yours into a 15.
Derivatives.
That means we got to have a 20. 5, 10, 15.
That doesn't count because it's not even in the thing.
Oh, that's a 4.
Okay, 14. You got the 10 back.
I got the 10 back.
Well, here, let's put it in the thing. Oh! Ah! I'll take 18 instead of a 1.
I want to roll all 4, but continue.
Yeah, go for it.
I agree with you on the kind of going through it with the seasonal anxiety and depression shit.
I'm just at the knowing that there's so much God the fuck.
I rolled 3 ones so far.
Sorry guys, this episode sucks. That was fun. God, all right, we're done.
I've rolled 4
We're
ones.
fucking done. That's
Goodbye.
4. Yeah, that's the episode. Fuck this shit. Oh my god.
I gotta redeem it.
No.
You know what they say about gambling?
You end up sucking Uncle Tom's dick.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, if you roll another fucking 1.
If I roll another 1, we're done.
Actually. Okay, cool. We're good.
2 10.
Yeah, I'll take that. 2 10s, a 12, and a 13. All right, we're good. That's
I gotta
enough.
go get
You addict. No, but yeah, I've been really feeling the endlessness of my job.
Yeah.
Like it's really. I've just been tired. Melissa took all the time off. Everyone had the 5 days off. I volunteered to work that Friday so I can make up the PA day that I called off for, so we can actually take our entire Greece trip next year. But I'm also in that spot where I can't call off till May.
Yeah.
And that hurt. It's just the mental weight that's over my head that's like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I'm a similar boat. Like, my job it's a little easier to call off. Like, I know my boss a lot more now, so it's like if I need time off for whatever reason, he'll make it happen. But it's also like if I take a day off and use a vacation day, I don't have much left, and I'm like, I want to save this in case something happens to a family member or something, you know? Like,
Yeah, I have one PA day for when I go to the doctor next year. So I can take it off on the Friday so I can do my blood fast. At which point, that said, if that comes closer to, I might just tell the doc, call like a month ahead of time, like, hey, I need you to, can we just pick a Saturday or whatever day I don't have to work so I can go in the morning.
That's what I'm going to ask for. Or I'm going to see the doctor for the Adderall again.
Yeah.
Like, normally when I take that, I don't eat during the day. So like, it wouldn't be too shitty, but it's like, I get off work at 4:30 and my doctor's appointment is at 5:30. That means I'm not eating all day.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's not nice. But yeah, so that's been the everlasting. I'm like, God damn it. It's also, part of it was one of my coworkers, Scott. He's retiring somewhere in February, March next year, I think. And I'm just like, man, that's like so far away.
yeah.
Because he's like, I'll do 30 and out essentially. And I'm like, I hope 30 and out's enough. I don't think so.
I don't think it will be for me.
It won't be. It won't be for us. Mm-hmm. But so yeah, that's the sad.
Do we want to delve further? Because I can get sad, dude.
You can do it. Go for it.
No, I've been feeling that though too, man. Like, yeah. I've been having like I'm saying healthier, not healthier compared to you, but healthier compared to like past me.
Yeah.
Like a much healthier outlook. Hello, Bon. Penny.
Penny.
Hello, Ben.
Penny batted the door down to say hi. No, okay. The ball is not in here.
I'm going to shut the door.
But, yeah.
Yeah, no, Bonnie, you can come in.
Okay, you're coming back. Hi, Bonnie.
I'm away from the microphone and still talking. But no, I've been having a much healthier outlook on stuff like that.
Yeah.
It still does kind of suck. Because there's my job's so much travel, and I'm always away from home and all that shit, and I'm always working, and things are going on, and people are hanging out, and I'm just kind of like not, you know?
Yeah. Which
past me would have fallen into a spiral by now, but current me is just like, this sucks.
Yeah. No, I'm in that same boat. I'm kind of in the like, I realize like I definitely don't have the worst job. It's not. I'm fortunate.
It's still a shitty situation, but it's definitely like a privileged kind of shitty.
Yes,
because it's like we make enough money to where it's like
it's possible.
Yeah,
not really, but like yes.
Yeah,
like it's just it's the most 90% of it for me comes from the fact that like my job legitimately will like I work now Saturday and Sunday, so I'm gonna work at minimum 12 days, probably 13 realistically, because they'll probably have us work next Saturday. Also, we're the only shift working on Sunday. Everyone else has Sunday off.
Yeah.
And this is also like the other shifts, they keep giving them all the time off and not. So like they're also starting to get pissed because they're kind of like, all right, like, yes, we want time off, but also like Sunday is the double time. Like, quit giving it to only one shift. They're tired. Like, spread it around.
Yeah, and spread that money too. Like I had with coworkers and shit, like they all got to work from home for like a month or two, and I was like down in Kansas City, which I was like, this is good for me because we're only on 40s and like I'm getting per diem.
Yeah,
I'd be happy to be home and working from home, but like the per diem's kind of keeping me afloat right now. Like
I was talking about that with Kirk.
Yeah, I'm like, Yeah, well, Kirk did similar stuff. He traveled a lot for work, yeah.
Well, and that was it. He was like, "Oh, well, at least he's traveling. He's making good money doing the travel stuff." And then I was like, "Well, yeah, he's getting the per diem, but they are keeping them at 40 hours. None of them are allowed to work overtime." And his face was just like, "Oh,
That's the worst.
that's the yeah." He's like, "That's when you physically want. Like, I'm gonna work as much as I possibly can because it really is like worth the tiredness to work."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, that just sucks because now you're just not home."
Yeah. And if you told him the plant I was at, I'm sure he'd remember how shitty that plant is.
Well, I told him it's in Kansas City in Missouri, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it fucking sucks. There's nothing to do out there." And I was like, "Luckily for you, you had like family and other things that occupy you." I was like, "All your other coworkers are just fucked and bored."
Yep. But like you said, that's the time where we make money.
Yeah.
Like when we travel, it's like, like your situation. Oh, I got to work Saturday. I got to work Sunday. Like that's shitty. Like not knowing week of. But when we travel, it's like, hey, we're working Sunday. Fuck yeah. Like I'm away from home. Fuck yeah, I'll do it. Like what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Go to a movie? Like,
Yeah, like, okay, sure.
Drink too many beers alone in a hotel? I don't do that anymore.
No, you've done good at that. No, and that's it. Like, it's...
But at the same time, going back to, like, the whole work is shitty thing, it's like that... When I joined the Army, I went reserves because I didn't want to travel. And then when I did nursing, I didn't want to be a travel nurse.
Yeah.
Now I'm at a point where it's like I have to travel to make money. And like there's other jobs that interest me. Like I've been thinking about going back and getting a degree to be a teacher. Because I'm like, that's something I always wanted to do. But I'm also like, they don't make shit.
No.
Like I couldn't do the job I want to do because I'd be living in squalor. Like
that's what I was kind of like. I actually said that to my mother-in-law Michelle. We were sitting in there, and I was like, man, like I just want to cook.
Yeah,
I just want to work in a kitchen, but I can't restart.
Yeah, not at this age.
No.
And like I think I could not for any reason like in particular, like it would still not be a good idea.
Yeah.
But like you're married now. You got the house, like you guys are potentially gonna start a family.
Yes.
Eventually. Like you got the pets and everything. Like
yeah.
It would be a lot harder for you to do a restart, whereas for me it would be like, yeah, this will suck for like 5 years.
Yeah.
But like I only have myself and the pets.
No,
like,
and that's real. Is like that's a good, very, very good chunk of why I haven't just kind of said fuck it and quit my job to go cook it somewhere I like or whatever, is because like I'm like, no, I have people that I care way more about than myself.
Yeah.
So I'm not. No,
honest to God, isn't why I have, because like I got all the cats and everything. I was like, I have something that needs me to be alive.
Yeah.
Like I have to have a good job. Like, dude, I was talking to a coworker today. Like, I didn't realize that a bunch of my expense reports had already hit because the cat's got fleas. I don't know if we talked about that on here.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe, but we've been doing the treatments and everything, and like we wound up. It seems like they're good now. Like we're not noticing many fleas on them. Like we've done a couple baths, a few pills, and like the topical treatment. But then Saturday we were like, we're gonna deep clean the house and like spray around the house. Like I did my bedroom on Friday, and then we locked the cats in there while we did the rest of the house. But then we were like, well, we gotta get rid of all their like fabric toys. And then we like felt a little bad because we just threw out all their toys. We got to get them more toys, so we got them more toys.
Yeah.
And then like we looked over at the cat towers and we're like, we should probably throw those out too.
Yeah.
So we threw out all the fucking cat towers, and then like Well, aside from one we were able to clean pretty well. Because of that, like Chrissy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna order a new one," and then I went to Costco on Saturday and was like, "Hey, there's a cat tower here for $100." So we got that. We ordered a bunch of like more toys for them. Like,
Yeah.
spent a little too much money on all of them, and then like
Fair.
Saturday night or Monday, I'm like looking, because I also ordered that tablet for myself too, so I
Yeah.
could get into drawing.
That's cool though.
So I was like, I spent way too much money. Like, I gotta check my bank account. And like Monday, I couldn't get into work, because they changed their security protocol. So I didn't get into the plant until 1:30 yesterday. Got there at 6:45. Did not get in until 1:30.
How? It's a fucking empty plant, right?
They will not let us in without an escort now. Yeah, it's fucking wild. They're also only doing daily passes now instead of monthly. Yeah, it's a whole mess. But instead, I went to another building, did some budgeting, like, paid a few bills and like moved some stuff around to where I'm like, all right, I can pay rent on Thursday and then like pay everything else the following week, blah, blah, blah. I looked at my bank account and was like, did I not get charged for any of the shit I bought on Saturday? Like, this doesn't make sense.
Gotta love
My
that.
expense reports, because I was like a month and a half behind, they were like the equivalent of what I've spent on the cats, and was like, well,
That helps.
that works,
Yeah.
Like,
No, and that's kind of it. I'm like, all right, well, I know for sure, like, everything else involved, house things, I'm like, I'm in a very, very fortunate and privileged position. So I definitely try to keep that perspective. I've had that for a while, but once in a while, I'm like, all right, just...
it is also...
Our whole generation's kind of in this whole same thing of, like, none of us are going to have, like, we don't have a real, like, pinpoint of, like, what we can do in our future. All our parents had, like, oh, yeah, we'll have good jobs and get, like, retire at a certain point for the most part. Unless you, like, unless you know that you did something that you messed up, like, 90% of our parents were pretty much just set up, like, by the world.
Fairly okay, yeah. Like,
Most of the time,
I would
yeah.
argue, like, my mom didn't have that set up.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, unless, like, shit hit the fan at some point in your life.
Me.
He's the shit in the fan. But, no, for the most part, like,
What I was going to say is it was...
pensions. They got rid of pensions.
Yeah. I wasn't going to... I don't want to say it was easier
Yeah.
for her. Like, if same situation, like, if I had a child at 21...
Yeah.
I'd be fucked, but like for her
It was doable.
it was doable. For me, it would have been like, hey mom, I'm moving in.
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like-
Well, and that's it. Is like, there's a legitimate difference now of, like,
Or I would have stayed in the army.
well, like, you, like, yeah, we, like, our parents were able to deal with shit hitting the fan. If shit hits the fan for us, it really is like, oh, like, I might just be homeless.
Yeah, even like right now, we were saying like we make enough to where we're in a better spot than several of our contemporaries. But like, even if I fucking broke my leg,
Yeah.
like, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Because, like, a lot of it's like, I would barely be okay.
Yeah, like my insurance is good, but like I really wouldn't be able to travel.
No. Well, like, I was actually talking about this with my coworker today. He came up to me. He was like, we like to try and travel and stuff. And he was saying that for Christmas, he usually tries to go, I think they go down to Florida sometimes. I think they have family or whatever. But, like, he was going to do that this year. And he's like, I don't think I'm going to, because it's going to cost like $600 a ticket.
That's a two.
Hey, you got to stop.
I'm doing a bit where if I roll a 1, we just stop.
That's fair.
Like,
That's fine. I'm cool with that. We're past the 30-minute point. We can do that now. But yeah, like he was just like, yeah, like it's like it's not the worst price I've ever seen, but
it's still
yeah. Well, he's also going on like he said when he does that, there's an airline that just flies to Florida, Legion Air.
Oh, I did. I know Legionnaire, but I did it through. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, either way, there was a company. He said, but he was like, even theirs was like, that's where he was like, all right, even their prices are that. Like, all right, I'm done. And it's more so. I think he has like 2 or 3 kids, so
yeah,
multiples. And I was just like, yeah. I was like, well, do you do like Amex points? And he was like, what? And I was like, well, me and my wife, because we've been like racking up Amex points for the last year and a half. Like groceries are like 2 points. It's like, yeah, it's time double the points per whatever you spend on it. So like over that whole year, like we basically paid for our flight to Greece. We only had to pay $116 out of pocket for a round trip to Greece. And he was like, oh shit. And I'm like, yeah, like you know, I'm like, that said, like Melissa did a lot of research on like making sure this was the right card to use and all that. And I'm like, but there's other, because ours is like just Delta right now.
Yeah.
In the future, we might switch now that this last trip is over.
I'll be honest, with us living near Detroit, stick with Delta.
Well, that's the thing is Delta is the best.
Yeah. And
it's not even just like I will say, like, having done some of the other flights, like almost all of the Delta planes, like every one of them has like a TV in their screen. Like there's a screen, there's a lot of stuff.
If it's a longer flight. Like
yeah.
I think if it's under 3 hours, they don't.
Yeah. No,
most
it.
Of my flights to Kansas City, nah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think like the one we took to New York didn't have so like for the most part, like if you're going to Florida, it has one, but like a lot of those times, like it also the more important part is like when they are constantly canceling flights like they've been lately, that one they're very good about making sure they get you on another flight out that day, and if they don't, like it really is a catastrophe.
Yeah, you'll be delayed for sure, but you're gonna get on a plane.
Yeah, they will not just cancel your flight and leave you shithead. So like I'm like, all right, so we've been trying to stick with them. We're probably gonna stick with them. But like I was like, for him specifically, like there is another card that is more universal to all the flights. Yeah. And that's where we were debating switching to just for the future of anything. But like, yeah, I was just like, dude, like that's how we're doing these trips, is because like that was 90% of the cost of the Greece, not 90, but a very good portion of flying to Greece going to Greece is just paying to get to Greece, because Greece isn't very expensive when you get there. It's just getting there. Mm-hmm. Also, we're purposely going in like the off season, so it's also cheaper.
Yeah, because I'm like, time to do it, man.
Yeah, I don't care too much about like trying to. One, they don't have air conditioning, so this is my way of like also like this helps. I don't have to get hot, but like, you know, Melissa's at this point, like Melissa could probably be a travel agent. Like she's very good at that. So she's figuring all the things out. She was I felt bad. She was going over some of the stuff with me yesterday, and my brain was just off. I was like, but that said, she figured out a lot of fucking really cool shit. I'm very excited. We're going to Metamora. Or not, no, sorry, Meteora.
Okay, I was going to say Metamora sounds like something from an RPG.
Metamora is 20 minutes north.
Oh, sick.
That's why it fucked that up. Meteora. It's a bunch of monasteries in Greece, and they're up in like the mountains and shit. So you gotta it's I didn't realize it was there, and because she's been going through like the Reddits and like finding like she just straight up like made an entire post of everything that we wanted to do in our plans and stuff, and it's just there's just a million people just telling us all of their tips and things. So she's like just fine tuning the trip for us way ahead of a time. Yeah. So now I'm like I'm once also my body, I don't think my brain or body can conceptualize like actually trying to enjoy the thing until we're like almost a week out.
Yeah.
Because
Dude, I'm in
Yeah.
Sandbelt. Like,
Yeah.
with the LA trip, like, dude, I was dreading that.
yeah.
Like, for months. I was like, I'm so fucking tired. I just want to go home. Like, this is gonna suck ass.
Yeah.
And then we fucking, dude, we talked about it on here. The fucking, the day started out like ass, man. Like,
Yeah.
we got up for the Uber, and I'm looking, and I'm like,
Where the fuck is he?
Our Uber says they picked us up. They're driving to the airport.
Oh my God. So, off tangent, I saw there was some guy made it wasn't a TikTok, it was maybe a short video or a post at least. And it was, that's who it was. It was a comedian, Ron
Jeremy.
No, not that motherfucker. Ron Woods. He did some of the Daily Show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was doing a stand-up show in Chicago, ordered an Uber. The guy accepted it and drove away, trying to get him to cancel it so that he could make the money.
Yeah.
And he literally just sent the guy a message. He goes, I got all day, motherfucker. He's like, so either you're going to cancel it and do this, or you're going to drive me to the airport. And he waited like another 30 minutes because the guy literally just drove to the airport.
Yeah.
And he showed it, and he screenshotted it and posted it all on his Instagram of him basically just calling this dude out, be like, I don't care. I got time. I can afford to get another flight. I'm not going to let you win this.
Yeah.
And made that dude like lose whatever, fuck himself over.
What was wild is like I've heard it happening to other people, and like they get fucked. Like they don't get their money back. Like Uber's like, there's no way to prove this happened, blah blah blah. I take so many Ubers, and I got Uber One and like 5-star rating and all that bullshit. Like my job loves it because like I get my Ubers cheaper than everybody else.
Cause you're so much good at that.
And
Yeah.
like I canceled it and fucking tried to hit refund and nothing happened. And I was like, well, we're fucking getting on another Uber to go to the airport now. I'm like, I'm going to send them an email and then I'm going to handle it when we get back. Like, I'll worry about it when we get home. Like it's shitty because I was out like $150 at the start of a vacation.
Yeah, that's fucked.
But like I emailed Uber and like was like, hey, try to get a ride to the airport. They said they picked me up and left. I don't know what happened there, but they never picked me up, so I had to get a second one. Some shit happened. It said I canceled like 5 times. Here's the one that I canceled. Give me my money. And then I was like, I'm going to call them and email them again when I get home. I had that money back on Monday.
Yeah.
Well, like,
when you prove that
quick.
you're not a shithead, they're like, okay, he's telling the truth. Well, again, like, kind of back to what I was talking about earlier when I left that review on Weiss, I'm like, I had to download the Yelp app and like create an account just to leave that review. Also, like, I did make sure to put like a 5-star on the food, 5-star on the ambiance. It was just a 1-star on the service, so I could, I was like, I'm not trying to like fuck the place, but that's what that was. And that same thing, like if they're like, oh, you have a massive track record of not sucking at this, we're gonna believe you. Like, but yeah, to wrap back to the thing, like, so she found the called Meteora, and I was like, I'm assuming that's where Linkin Park got the title for their album.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna have to. Also, they drive on the same side of the road that we do over there. So we're gonna rent a car. We're gonna stay in Athens for a chunk, and then essentially drive to the different points and stay for like a day or two. We're going to Delphi, which is where the
Oracle.
The Oracle. I mean, so the 3 things I requested were Athens, Delphi, Battle of Thermopylae and Delphi. And Battle of Thermopylae is, I think, like an hour or something outside of Delphi. And honestly, that's a quick trip. That's just kind of, I just want to go look at the place and be like, oh, this is kind of cool. Feel the vibes. And then, like, go back. But, like, because everyone was like, look, it's kind of an underwhelming thing. It's just a plateau of space.
Well, it's the same as Gettysburg.
Yeah, it like
spot.
yeah, you're just you just feel the vibes of the area. I'm like, cool. So we're gonna do that. But then like she found like so many other really cool things she was telling me about. And she like drew it out. She has a little map that she like kind of like drew it out on just paper, just to be like, all right, we're mentally putting it up. But yeah, I was being able to do these things like it. You really have to like we're really trying to be super cost effective, and like even like down to the days we were flying out, there's like a whole graph where they have like it's a bunch of different squares, and it has all the dates that you can fly in and out of, and it tells you the price point if you flew out this day and land this day, kind of like a grid. So we were like, all right, what's the cheapest one? And we did that. So we only had to pay $116 round trip for us. Basic economy, of course.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll deal with it.
And honestly, basic economy on an international flight is pretty damn good.
Yeah. No, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. That said, I wish edibles worked on me, because then I would just like eat one before I go into the plane. I'm like, cool. I'm just gonna sleep.
Yeah. I am so self-conscious of my snoring now.
That's
like,
fair.
It's so bad. Like, I don't want to sleep on a plane. Like,
also, I have a very weird thing about like I don't like sleeping on a plane when no one else is sleeping on a plane.
Yeah.
In an international flight, like depending on the time, like at a certain point, everyone is going to sleep at a certain time. So it's kind of way more like, all right, I don't feel like I'm the weird guy just going to sleep in a corner. Not that it matters, but I'm like, a little self-conscious about like, I don't want to be just the one passed out guy.
I used to do it all the time when I was younger, but like,
well, that also makes sense.
Yeah, and then like, I didn't snore as bad. Now I'm like, I will wake up everybody on this plane. Like, so if I do it, I'm going to be in first class.
Yeah.
I'm going to look like that douchebag who does not give a fuck about you.
Well, that's it. Like, the only time we've ever flown first class was our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Specifically, because we're like, all right, we're going to do it the one time. And then Melissa got upgraded the one time. So that said, I guess one of the tricks I've figured out is what you're supposed to do is you buy a basic economy ticket, and then like maybe like a week or two or even day of, you go to the people and ask, is there any upgrades available? And if you have a bunch, I learned this from touring musicians, so they have a gajillion miles to spend. So they buy basic economy, and then, like, I guess the equivalent would be like if you paid for, let's just say basic economy is $100, and then definitely not, basic economy is like $100, and business class is like $200, first class is $300. If you just try to do the upgrade through miles, like after you've purchased a ticket,
it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's like a third the price.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so that, we have the Delta app, so we'll be able to check and like pick our seats and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, all right, like if we get lucky, one of us can get a good spot.
Depending on how often you fly and like your level, like the point level, no, not points, but like your status level, you get upgraded like real quick. Like,
well, they just upgrade you.
It's a fucking tease, because every time I flew, I was like third to be upgraded to first class, and it never fucking happened.
No, I guess with the dudes that are flying every weekend a lot of the time. Like,
that was me.
That's fair. Like I said, I got the one time we had it happen was on the way back from Copenhagen. Melissa got it, so that the first time it was perfect, because on at least the international flight back, I had the extra spot next to me.
That's a vibe, yeah.
Which I was like, honestly, I preferred that over getting the first class seat, because it was even more room.
Yeah,
but
I think it was one of my last flights back. I was in the emergency aisle, but it was a weird emergency aisle, to where it was normally there's 2 seats and 2 seats. So like there's 2 seats, empty spot. This one, it was 1 seat empty, 2 seats empty, and the flight, like, so many people had canceled. So like, I got in that 1-person seat in the emergency aisle. Nobody was seated next to me. Nobody was in front of me. And I was like, this is amazing.
Dude, that's...
Like, I got so much room. I can shove my shit under, like, 3 seats. Like,
yeah.
It's incredible. And then, like, we sat there for a little bit, and I was like, we're supposed to be leaving. Like, what's going on? And then they come on the intercom, and they're like, hey, the windshield's cracked, so we're not going to take this plane. We're going to need everybody to get off. And I was like, aw. And then
they fluffed you up and didn't finish.
And then we like got sent off. I went over to a brewery in DTW, got Yingling on draft, which was dope.
Now that it's here, so cool.
And then fucking was sitting there, got the note, and it was like, hey, your flight's at this gate. And I was like, no shit, the gate's right there. Cool. And then it was like, this is your seat. And I looked and I was like, fuck, I'm sitting next to so many people now. Like, so literally I was prepared to just fucking spread out. Like,
yeah,
it sucked.
See, I guess one of the things too that like we take for granted is I think DTW got voted in the top 3 airports in the country.
Yeah.
Like, it's so efficient, and I'm like, it really is. Like, the amount of times that we have now flown out of there, like, we get there early just to get. I want to get there because I don't like getting there just on time.
Even comparing like Deltas through McNamara, and like I've flown out of Evans a few times, and I'm like, this sucks ass. Even including Evans Terminal. Like, that knocks us down so much because McNamara is so much more efficient.
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
But even including Evans into it, like, DTW is better than most airports I've been in. Like, Kansas City is chill. It's pretty decent. Good barbecue.
That makes sense.
You know? But LA, ass.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's terrible.
LAX is awful. Don't go to Burbank.
No. Pro tip: over the time that we've flown there, we have found that the best restaurant to eat, at least in McNamara Terminal, is the Asian one, the sushi place.
I can see that
because they have the katsu bowls are actually good and filling, and they're not the most expensive. Versus like I've gone to like I forgot what the fuck it is, but there's one restaurant that's got like some burgers and stuff on a little more fancier scale, and they're very okay, and they're more expensive.
By the Chick-fil-A?
I don't know. I've never been to Chick-fil-A.
I was gonna say it's over by Gate 77. If that's the one, it's incredible. It's a brewery, like in the airport.
It is not.
It's amazing. Like, their food is pretty decent. Like, the beers are good, affordable. Like, I fucking sent you a photo of that cocktail I got in Kansas City. It was like $45. Like,
oh god. No, basically what it is too is like also the big point of the Asian place is that the food really sits well on your stomach.
That's about
so when you get on the plane, you don't feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like, that is huge. Also, they had good drinks. Like, they have the Toki whiskey, which is a good whiskey.
Yeah.
No, the one place was like it's like a little bit further down from the Andiamos.
Oh, okay, that's on the
right,
on the fancy side. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very okay.
Yeah.
Like, the food is decent, but it's not worth the price. The drinks are also not worth the price. So we just, next time we are gonna go, like, we either get just Leo's and then go have a cocktail, or we're gonna go to the Chinese place, Asian place,
the wine bar that's in there. Like, when you go into McNamara,
right by the bookstore.
Yeah, right by the bookstore. That place is really good. and
Okay.
they have a guy there who's like super cool.
What
Yeah.
do they have? Not wine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
then we might have to go there next time because we've almost kind of gone there. But like to be fair, also most of my worry is that it's also directly next to the bookstore, and Melissa doesn't need to buy like 9 more books before we go on a flight because that's it's like she.
Speaking of you going to Greece, I just bought the Percy Jackson full book set.
Nice,
over the
they're
weekend.
good.
I love them, dude.
I have not read them in a while.
Tattoo is based off of. Everybody thinks it's because I was a combat medic. No, that's the staff of Ecliptes, not the Caduceus.
I guess to kind of finish this episode
Wait,
back.
hold on. Okay. Oh, I turned that into an 8, and it's an 18.
Ooh, lots of 8s. No, one of the other 2 things that I've thought of is like the Temple of Poseidon is a somewhat close to where we're going, and I think also we might go to the Temple of Apollo, but that one might be a little too far out. Like it's like I think if I remember correctly, Melissa said it's like an hour and a half out of the way of some of the places we're already going. We're also not hitting any of like the beaches. We're just doing a lot of inland stuff because we do plan in the future to go on a combined Turkey and Greece where they hit all the islands kind of deal. Because one, we want to go to Turkey, but we do not want to stay in Turkey because Melissa is a woman and we're scared of staying there longer than that. At least at this point. Maybe in the future it's a little easier, but right now is not the best.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hit Turkey for a little while, and then we'll be also able to hit like I think they hit like 2 of the Greece islands. So we'll kind of get to experience it that way.
Okay.
And again, that's probably another 5 or 10 years from now, but we know that's another option for hitting the islands versus trying to like. Originally we were going to do that, but we'd have to hit a plane to fly out to Crete because it's an island. So you have to fly there. I'm like, well, that's another plane that's expensive that like adds like $400, $500 to the trip just to do that round trip minimum. I'm pretty sure it was more than that, but that's where we're like, all right, we're gonna make that a separate vacation because also like I don't want to feel like it's like. At that point, I feel like we have to get out of it while we can. So we're going to take our time on all the cool inland shit and then go.
That's one place for sure I want to go.
Yeah.
And I want to see, like, you were talking about all the temples and shit. I was like, I want to go to all of those, man.
See, because of Percy Jackson, that's why Poseidon is my, like, all right, we'll go to Poseidon.
Dude, I don't know if I ever talked about it on the podcast, but, like, I started reading those books, and it was funny because at the time I would like joke because I didn't know my dad. And I was like, oh, I'm a demigod. And then my mom was like, well, you don't have ADHD or dyslexia. And I was like, fuck, you're right.
I do.
And then I got older. It was like, fuck, you're wrong. Like, I started joking with her like when I started figuring that out. I was like, hey, maybe I am. And she was like, I think I would know if your dad was a god. And I'm like, would you though? And like
he didn't deliver like a god.
And I was like,
sorry, Tony.
I was like, this is extra crazy because like we started joking about yeah, we have said his name on here.
We have?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I just fucked that up and actually for the first time said his name on here.
We said his name on here.
Okay.
I posted about him for the first time on social media.
You
today.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
I haven't posted on mine, but Risto was like, what was something cool you did in 2025? And I was like, I met my dad. Like,
oh my God. I actually should comment on that.
Melissa did. She was like, that was this year. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, I meant like I did see his posts and I didn't leave a thing.
But back to
what I was
joking about. When God of War came out, that was when I was getting ADHD and dyslexia diagnoses. And like I played through not Ragnarok, it was one prior, and I was like, man, this is reminding me so much of my dad, like Al. And I'm like, man, that's fucking, my dad is Kratos. So we were joking about that, and I was like, and then my other dad is a god who abandoned me, but I'm raised by Kratos right now, which is awesome because he's the god killer, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like, that was like a whole big joke for a while. And then I was like, oh, my dad's just from Kansas. Like,
He's definitely not Poseidon.
he's not Poseidon. He's just a guy.
He's just a dude.
Unless he's lying.
Surprise. Yeah, no,
He is in really good shape for a man his age, so maybe.
Well, that's that.
Maybe.
That's the athletic genes.
Yeah, he was so excited about that, too. He was like, did you see on there? I was like, yeah, I fucking saw on there.
That's so
Powerful,
good.
elite athlete muscles, man.
Oh, my God. But, yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, it would be a cool spot to see.
Yeah. But I do think... I think we booked that, like, a couple weeks ago now. So now, like... Realistically, like once like we get close to February, I think then I'll really start feeling the like real like, oh, we're fucking finally going.
That's when it hits, man.
Yeah.
Like mine was literally like getting on the plane, and then like the excitement started to hit a little bit, and then it was like when I ran into everybody in LA, I was like, oh fuck yeah, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah,
like, it's gonna be a fun time.
Like I start feeling it when we're like, all right, when I have my last shift, starts to feel it. Get to the airport, really start feeling it, and then the second I get through TSA, and then we sit down and I get my first cocktail in my hand. That is when it fucking hits.
That was us. We went to that wine place. It was funny.
I know what you're saying.
We walked into the terminal, and Chrissy flies out a lot too. But like we walked in, and she was like, "Oh my god, the new wine place is up," and I was like, "No," and she's like, "Yeah, it's over there," and I was like, "Oh, I've been there," and she's like, "There's no way you've been there. It's new," and I was like,
"No,
Chrissy, I'm in the airport once a week. It's not new to me."
Yeah. New to you is like, it opened 8 months ago.
Yeah, like for me, it's been there the whole fucking time I've been here. Like,
yeah,
because literally I would fly Monday and then I would fly the following Friday. So it was like once a week I was in that airport.
Yeah.
Like, but it was funny. And then we went there and cool dude was working there. And I was like, yeah, this dude's dope. And then like, he was. And she was like, you have been here. And I'm like, I have been here.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you like maybe she sent the post to us on Snapchat, but she was like, yeah, like let's go have let's have a Brandon and Melissa thing where they just get a drink right as soon as they get to the airport. I'm like, that's the first thing we do is either get food or a cocktail.
You have to.
And by that I mean I'm like, if we were at Leo's and they served an alcoholic beverage, I'd be ordering it.
Yeah.
But it's only beer, so I also like.
You have to.
I go get a nice old fashioned somewhere, and I was like, cool.
I started to not, because somehow like people from GM would be on my flight, and like my project manager and like other people, and like I remember telling you like my flight got delayed, and like my project manager and my GM contact were like, "Hey, are you still here?" And I was like, "Yeah, my flight got delayed." And then I walked up with a beer. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna like have a meeting," and I was like, "Well,
you're having a meeting with beer."
I was like, "We can." Like, but then after that, I was like, maybe I should not have a beer.
Nope, it's the airport, bitch.
I still do.
Oh fuck yeah, it's the airport. The airport is off limits to all social norms, except wear socks.
Not even then. I've seen so many people not, but
oh no, I agree. But those are people. Those people, no,
socks.
Those people are monsters.
Yeah, you should wear socks.
Those people are the hidden monsters in Percy Jackson that are secret fucking trolls. That those are the motherfuckers that are monsters wearing no socks at a goddamn airport. You're a piece of shit. If you go to an airport and you're not wearing socks and you're making people smell your fucking toe fungus. Get out of here.
Yeah.
At least cover most of your thighs.
Well,
if you have a good butt and thighs, that is unisexual.
I'll
even wear short shorts. That's fine.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. There's been so many times I've seen like asses out, Like, I sent you that Snapchat when I went to through DTW. I was like dead tired. It was like 4 in the fucking morning, and like the news was there, and they were recording something about DTW, and then there was just like girls twerking, and like it was like 4 in the fucking morning, and I was like walking over to TSA, and then I'm like, oh, those are some nice butts. And I
Honestly,
kept walking and was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Like,
honestly, at that point, all you have to do is make eye contact with the guard. Be like, "I'll be there in a second. Hold on," and he'll just be like,
dude, I made eye contact with the cameraman. I looked, saw the ass, kept walking. I was like, nice butts. And I double taked and was like, what is happening? And I like, you're the cameraman right now. And I turned and was like, huh? And he's like, I don't know. And then I just kept going.
"Oh, he's just like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life."
He mouthed, I don't know to me. And I was like, I don't either, man. It was literally like 4 in the morning. And I was just confused as shit.
He was like, they needed some filler time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're pretty. I just try and dress. I always wear like basketball shorts for the most part because it's just it's a good comfy. Like it's either I can put something on if I have to over it and it's warm if I'm that cold. Most of the time I just end up getting too hot anyway.
Yeah.
So
I usually wear simple clothes now, but like my boots that are downstairs, like I would wear those because they were easy to take off. And then TSA,
you don't have to take your shoes off.
You don't have to anymore. I got clear and pre-check, and you didn't have to there. But I was like, hey, I have to with these. And they're like, no, you don't. I was like, yes, I do. They always ding. Like, I'm just going to take them off preemptively. And then they would be like, you don't have to. And then I would go through, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, you got to go back through it. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I told you.
I told you. I'm like, I wear these boots because they're easy to get on and off. Like, and then, like, it just kept happening. No, you don't have to. Yes, I do. No, you don't. We don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, dude, trust me. Like, there's a lot of metal in this shit.
Yeah.
You got to take them off. And then, like, they would get extra confusing. They'd be like, if you have any piercings, you got to go through this. And I'm like, okay, I have piercings. I got to go there. And they're like, no, you got to go there. Piercings aren't metal. And I was like, these are surgical steel.
They're going to set it off.
They're gonna. No, they won't. Yes, it will. And then I'd go through. Ding. What's in your nose? Fucking metal, dude. Like,
I told you. Yeah, it was to wrap it up. When we went to Copenhagen and we were flying back, I definitely took my shoes off, and I was like standing around. And I was like, "Oh shit, they don't make you do that in Europe." And I felt so stupid. I was like, "God damn it! I just told every motherfucker I'm an American."
Yup.
Because I definitely had 1 or 2 people look at me, and I was like,
"Dude,
oh
I
boy,
I got good at the belt, and like it's a party trick now, like." Because, like, I would be, like, taking my backpack off and then belt with one hand. And, like, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, I'm just fucking efficiency.
yeah.
But then, like, I did it once, and one of the TSA agents was like, holy shit, man. And I was like, what? And he was like, you just took your whole belt off in one fluid motion. I'm like, yep. I fly every week. I do it a lot. And he was like, that's so cool. How'd you learn how to do it? And I was like, I fly every week. I'm very tired of having to sit there.
There's a lot of ladies in my life.
There's a lot of ladies. There's none.
I got to impress them with my belt skills.
I'm going to roll a 1.
Yeah, you're going to roll 1. Oh, 7.
Wait, I got to do it. I got to actually
Let's see.
We can't end the episode until I roll 1.
I'm going to say a watch. You got all of your fucking 1s out earlier in the episode.
Fuck.
Star, the pinpoint.
Fuck.
You're not going to get one.
It's so close. I got it. That's a 3.
Thank you guys for watching. We love you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Decembers. You hopefully have a really good week. I hope that you have some really good food. Just starts throwing all 4 and can't get one. Got 4 of them fucking earlier. All right. we love you guys. Be nice to those that deserve it.
And fight those that don't.
You got two twos. That's close.
That's close
Bye,
enough.
guys.
Bye.